Welcome in, Alabama fans. This is the Alabama Football Report, and I am your host, Chris Daughtery. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, a lot of official predictions. But first up on the show, I want to talk about the thing that is official. Last night on Saturday, Alabama landed the commitment of four-star offensive tackle Micah DeBose. They were at dinner during their official visit. Ryan Williams went live on his Instagram Live and brought him up to the podium, and he went ahead and announced his commitment to the Crimson Tide. That makes 8 commitments now in the past 3 weeks for Alabama, and what a wild ride, what a cold summer it has been for Alabama. So we've been doing this for the past couple of weeks, and it's been working every single time. We've got a lot of 4 stars. I want to up the game because the guys today that we are going to talk about, a couple 5 stars in the mix for Alabama. So if you want more 5 stars to commit to the Crimson Tide this week, go ahead and like today's video for me right now. I've said it once, I'll say it before. It's just science. The more likes we get on a video, the more commitments that Alabama will get in this 2025 recruiting class. So go ahead and like today's video for me right now. So yesterday at about noonish Eastern time or so, Courtney Morgan, Alabama's GM, tweeted out this picture. And if you can see right over here, he's got Tuscaloosa at negative 65 degrees. And that was kind of a little bit of a hint, maybe, for Alabama, because guess who else is number 65? This guy right here, Micah DeBose, commits yesterday to Alabama. And he has been a big target for Alabama in this 2025 recruiting class. They already had a couple of offensive linemen commit in the past couple of weeks, and they get DeBose on in this 2025 recruiting class now. He is a 4-star recruit in this 2025 class, the number 89 player overall, so another big top 100 recruit for Alabama. He's the number 8 offensive tackle and the number 8 player from the state of Alabama from down there in Mobile at Vigor High School. These are your 4 offensive line commits so far for Alabama in this 2025 class. You've got Jackson Lloyd. He got on last week in this class. Number 187 overall, number 19 offensive tackle. Michael Carroll, he's a 4-star offensive lineman. Number 186 overall. The number 9 interior offensive lineman. He plays tackle too, so it's kind of going to be, just wherever Alabama feels the need for him. Same with Mal Waldrep. He's been kind of going back and forth from 500 overall to 499 to 498. He's somewhere around there. Number 40 offensive tackle as well. He's another guy that Alabama thinks can go both inside and out. And then yesterday, Micah DeBose, the 4-star offensive tackle, joins this class and might not be the last one. We have 4 official predictions coming in from both Bama Online, On3, as well as 247Sports. And the first big and one of the most notable names, in my opinion, is Ty Haywood, 5-star offensive tackle, the number 2 offensive tackle in this class. We're going to break him down a little bit more on today's show. But before we do that, if Alabama lands Ty Haywood in this class, the number 2 offensive tackle, will this be the best offensive line class that Alabama has ever brought in, even during the Nick Saban era? Let me know in the comment section why for yes and for no. It is the pinned comment on today's show, so if that ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Get down there in the comments, type Y for yes or N for no at the pinned comment. This is Ty Haywood's On3 scouting profile. This is what they had to say about him. He flashes very strong hands. He stuns the defensive lineman with his initial punch. He has a strong grip strength and maintains his blocks. He's a bully in the run game, shows good reactive quickness with moving laterally. He plays with a sturdy base and shows the ability to anchor on contact. He will need to continue honing his pass set technique and moving his feet once engaged with those defensive players. Haywood is a 5-star recruit in this 2025 recruiting class, so I know a lot of you guys in the comment section have been wanting more of those 5-star recruits. Well, here is one of the biggest and the best in this 2025 class. He's number 11 overall, the number 2 offensive tackle, and the number 4 player from the state of Texas. Now, as you guys might remember, Oklahoma was one of the leaders in his recruitment. He was supposed to take a visit to Oklahoma this past week, ended up canceling that visit for some personal reasons, and just didn't reschedule it. So he did take, however, a visit to FSU this past weekend, so it doesn't seem like that's really going to make an effect. There's been a few guys so far already for On3 to put in official predictions for Ty Haywood to commit to Alabama. One of the Oklahoma insiders, he put in an official prediction. So if one of those top teams was, or if the top team was Oklahoma, and you got an Oklahoma insider saying it's going to be Alabama, I'll take that, not even with a grain of salt. I'll take it pretty much to its word. And Chad Simmons, another reliable On3 national reporter, national recruiting guy, also put in an official prediction for Alabama. He took that official visit to Alabama back on May 31st, and it seems like the Crimson Tide probably may have done enough to land his commitment in this 2025 class. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Fanatics today. Go get your Alabama football jerseys. You can get up to 30% off on those. I believe they're at like $104 right now, originally like $130, so a pretty decent deal right now for them. Get ready for game day. Get ready for the Alabama football season. Just go to chatsports.com/Alabama jerseys. You can get those customizable jerseys. You can get alumni jerseys, and you can get jerseys from players on this current team as well. Just go to chatsports.com/Alabama jerseys. That link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. And there will also be a clickable link right over there in that corner that you guys can click on. One more time for you guys, that's chatsports.com/Alabama jerseys. Dawson Merritt, another big-time name for Alabama, 4-star linebacker in this class, also predicted to the Crimson Tide this past week from both Bama Online as well as Bama 247. Like I said, Merritt is a 4-star recruit in this 2025 class, a top 100 player, number 92 overall. The number 11 linebacker, and Alabama is really recruiting him at that wolf position. So more of an outside linebacker opposed to a middle linebacker kind of recruit for Alabama. And currently they don't have anybody at that wolf position in this 2025 class. So he could be one of the first guys on at that position. He's also the number 3 player from the state of Kansas. Now, if you remember Dawson Merritt, the 2 schools for him right now is Alabama and Nebraska. And Nebraska rolled out the red carpet for him. They gave it their all, and I'm not going to rule them out at all, but there have been a lot of predictions, 7 official predictions just for On3. 7 different analysts have put in predictions for him to land at Alabama. And another little note for you guys as well, his dad is the Kansas City Chiefs DB coach, so a lot of football pedigree in that household. He grew up with a football coach as a father, so pretty smart, I would say, on the field, in the film room as well. Another big-time name that I would love to get in this 2025 class. Make sure you guys are subscribed right here to the Alabama Football Report. Pretty much just recruiting going on right now. We're going to hit the dead period here coming up, so it's going to slow down a lot, but there are still possibly a lot of commitments to go down for Alabama. So make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure those notifications are turned on so you don't miss any Alabama football updates. Dejon Lee is the next 5-star up here that has been officially predicted to Alabama. He is the number 4 cornerback in this class, and I just love what I see from Dejon Lee on his film. He's one of the longer cornerbacks that I can really ever remember seeing. He's very tall, very lanky, got a long wingspan. 5-star recruit, number 22 overall in this class, the number 4 corner, and the number 1 player from the state of California. Now, he plans on committing on June 28th. That is the original date that he had set. So next week, hopefully this coming week, he should be committing. We'll see if that moves up at all. We'll let you guys know if that does happen. But the original plan for Dejon Lee is to commit on June 28th. So I want you guys to know, starting off, there was a lot of, negativity / doubt about this coaching staff when they were first hired, being able to come in here and being able to recruit the South. And I want to know how many of you guys are eating crow. What is your confidence level now at this point in the recruiting cycle for this coaching staff recruiting? Scale it 1 to 10 for me in the comment section. 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. The last name we're going to talk about today is Caleb Cunningham. This official prediction coming in not too long ago. 5-star wide receiver out of the state of Mississippi, one of the top players in this recruiting class. This is what he had to tell On3 just moments ago about his official visit to Alabama and where they stand. He said, "Oh man, Bama is number one. They're number one for sure. Why not Bama? They have the resources I need. It's a great place for me to develop, to get to the next level for my position at receiver. They're just going to develop." Cunningham is a 5-star recruit, like I said, the number 13 player overall, the number 2 wide receiver in this class, and the number 1 player from the state of Mississippi, from Choctaw County High School, or should I say Choctaw County High School? No, I'm just playing. I had to fit that somewhere in here in this show today. It's just a funny joke, that's out there. Anyways, back to Caleb Cunningham. Chad Simmons and Steve Wiltfong also put in official predictions for Cunningham to commit to the Crimson Tide. So when that happens, we will have a video and or a short for you guys as well. So who do you think is the next commit, or who is the next player to commit to Alabama in this 2025 class? I'm still laughing at the Hawk 2 joke. I can't get it out of my head. Let me know in the comments section who is the next player to commit to the Crimson Tide.